morning, book people. I apologise for not giving you monthly updates, but things have got away with me, so here I am. I hope you've all been well. I hope you've done loads of great reading. This will just be a book catch-up. At the start of July, which is in, Tuesday? It's Saturday now. I will do the best books I've read this year. I have read some crackers, actually. But I will only pick possibly 3, maybe 2. Because in between the ones that I've read, I've done some rereads. But let's get straight to it. Let's see you waffling and joffling. We've got a pile. Things have just got away with me this last 2 months, you see. I hope you've all been well. We're back in the conservatory, so you're going to hear Denzel. Come on, Den, say something. Winnie's on some enzymes you mix with the food, so her stomach's really good. When she gets another flare up with the pancreas, we've got tablets for that as well, but she's in good spirits at the moment. She has been quite bad, but she's pretty good. Touch noggin. So the first one that I read in April, and it's June, was The Hunger of the Gods by John Gwynne. This is the second in his Bloodsworn saga. Another cracking adventure fantasy book set in fictional land, very similar to Iceland, Sweden, them Icelandic countries up north. Speak of devil, as she is. You're moving slow, lovey. She's been under bed where it's cold. Yes. Another brilliant book by John Gwynne. He tends to overdo his characters, though, in my opinion. His female characters are more bloodthirsty killers. Don't start fighting. More aggro-driven. Harder than the other characters. And it just, you know, in times that this book is set, I know it's fiction, but it was just a bit too much for me, this. Just a bit too much. It could have calmed the female characters down just a little bit, and I think it would have been a better read. Not a filler-in book, one. Not a filler-in, another whopper. Very good, nice read. I can't wait for the next one to come out. After that, I read More Than Happiness. Buddhist and Stoic Wisdom for a Skeptical Age. I'm not religious in any way, shape or form. If I was religious, I would be a bitser. Bits of this one, bits of that one, bits of the other. But I'm not. Am I an atheist? Yeah, probably. Most probably I am, yeah. But I do like reading these kind of books. Look. Come on then, Lovey. Come on, just come and say hello. Hello, that's a good girl. You sit there then. So, yeah, I've read quite a few of these kind of books. And it took the best bits of some and the worst bits of others. And it was a bit of a letdown, that. So we'll not dwell on it. H.P. Lovecraft, Call of Cthulhu and Other Weird Stories. Brilliant, what can you say? There is one absolutely stunning story in it. And I've got this really cool bookmark. H.P. Lovecraft. Got it from the second-hand shop, The Outsider. Right, like that story. I have read quite a lot of H.P. Lovecraft. So yeah, excellent book. All short stories, so you never get bored with one. You know what I mean? What's these other ones I've got here? Cool, flying through this, aren't we? We're only on 7 minutes. The next video will be a lot better. Because I think there are better I know there are better book reviewers out there for these books that I'm giving you. If you're at all interested in them, I would say I go into all my books blind. I know what I like. If they're in that genre, there's a good chance I'm going to enjoy them. There are much better book reviewers. They'll give you plot description, character summaries, all that kind of thing. I don't particularly like that because it spoils it for you. I like going in blind. But Hunger of the Gods, second one, very good. Not a filler in. Any H.P. Lovecraft is awesome. Yeah. So I'm on a bit of an Angela Carter read. See, she was from Sheffield. I'm in Sheffield. This is the third one I've read of hers? I've read not going to give me previous ones, are they? I think it's the third one. Angela Carter, The Infernal Desire Machines of Dr. Hoffman. I had no fucking clue what was happening in this book. Absolutely no clue. If she had wanted to write an adventure about a young bloke who leaves his job, goes for an adventure around the world and gets in loads of scrapes, and he's written from his memoirs as he's a really old man and he's dying. This is an exceptionally good book. But there is so much science and time distortion and is this real, is that real? I had no fucking clue what was going on most of the time, to be honest. It is full of depravity as well, which I'm not averse to that in a book. I'm not averse to a bit of sexual stuff in books, but I think this took it. I've only read 2 other books that I did not like. One was Nabokov's Lolita. Did not like that at all. You know, some fucking paedophile. I don't know why it gets such acclaim. Just fucking horrific book. I hated it. And what's the other one? The Eyes? I can't even remember the name and title of the author of the other one, but it was absolute garbage. This one, there's so much sexual depravity in it. It was just getting a bit much. It was just getting a bit much for me. But as an adventure book, young lad going on an adventure, brilliant. I just, yeah, it baffled me totally. Not one that I would recommend of hers. But anyway, that's Angela Carter. I read this last month. I had right high hopes for it. Second book in a trilogy. Empire of the Damned by Jay Kristoff. $650 pages. First one was right good. I enjoyed the first one, I must admit. That's why I thought this is a series I can get into. Same as John Gwynne. But I read 650 filler-in pages, basically. What an absolute pile of the stinky stuff, I thought. Totally worthless book. I think if you set out to tick every box for every kind of person, a gay, lesbian, bisexual, fucking trans, vampires, normal straight people, whatever you are, you will find happiness in this book. And I think he's purposefully gone out to write a book to tick them boxes. It doesn't, in my opinion, add a great deal more than the first one did. So I think the third in the trilogy comes out towards the end of the year. And I'm a bit wavering whether I should even bother with it. Because, yeah, it was a real letdown. Halfway through this book, I was hoping he's gonna kick in here. There are some good lines in it, don't get me wrong. There are some good lines in it, as you can see with me marks, my tablature. But I thought that was a filler in. You know, it set the story up so well in the first book. it was going to be a hard one to follow that. But for 650 pages, this was not particularly good. Not particularly good. And by massive contrast, that was the last book I read. Which left me a bit jaded, to be honest. I didn't read for a couple of days. So I picked up Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, something totally different. Read it when I was, I think, quite young, about 18, recommended by Pete Pounds, the famous Pete Pounds, who used to recommend me books when I was very young and go climbing with him. So I have read it before, but I cannot remember anything about it. And I'm halfway through it. I'll be finished over the weekend. What a brilliant book. Picture of Dorian Gray. Dorian Gray's a young bloke, late 19th century, start of the 20th, I think it's set. Maybe earlier. Yeah, it probably is earlier. And he's an aristocrat. And he gets his portrait painted. And that ages, and he doesn't. I'm halfway through it. It is Oscar Wilde. He takes the absolute piss. There are some really funny bits in it, and there's some quite sad bits in it. The language, beautiful. You know, I can't rate that highly enough. And I'm only halfway through it. And it's only small. It's one of these Penguin English libraries. So the paper's really nice. The font's really big. It's only, what? $230 pages long. Not like some filler in 650. So I'll have that finished next. So in a couple of days, I'll do another one. Best reads. Up to now, just on the cusp, after the cusp of halfway through the year. Keep safe. Keep reading. Take it easy. Like and subscribe. Share.